Hey Canucks fans, today I want to talk about the skill of our team, in particular our young players. I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Saturday, August the 15th. This is where you get Canucks insight that's positive and timely. A couple things real quick, thanks to everyone who joined me on my post-game live stream last night. Obviously, we were in a very good mood after the 4-3 Vancouver Canucks overtime win. And it's my most eventful live stream for sure, because two things happened that are kind of out of the ordinary. The first one is that car accident, a bad one. Thankfully, no one got hurt, but it sounded like a bad one. And it happened right when I was live streaming, and it happened just outside my house on the main road to Season Highway. So right in the middle of the live stream at the 7.5 minute mark, you see me, you can hear it actually, the squeal of tires and then a crash. And then actually went outside for a couple of minutes just to make sure that everyone was okay, among other people. Like a lot of our neighbors were out there. So that was, I'm thankful that it seemed like everyone was okay. But yeah, there was a scary moment for sure. And the other scary moment, which turned out to be more funny, was I thought that I was getting hacked at the very end of my live stream. It turned out to be Hot Take Hockey, John from Hot Take Hockey, who was awesome. They raided me about a week and a half ago. Remember, I didn't know what that meant, but thankfully it's a good thing. And same thing yesterday. It was more of a prank. He told a lot of his viewers to come into my channel and type out just 3 words: "We're watching you." So imagine my fear when I got about 6 or 7 dozen "We're watching you, we're watching you, we're watching you, we're watching you, we're watching you." And then you actually see me pause and then try and figure it out and then get scared all in the, over just 1 minute at a time. So thankfully that was a friendly prank as opposed to my system getting hacked. So, but that was a little scary. But John, I appreciate the love and it's all good. You can stop apologizing now. I think I'm over it. Okay, what the Canucks do not need to apologize about is their display of skill yesterday. That's what I want to talk about today. A couple days ago, I talked about confidence, how the Canucks are getting more confident as they go on. Yesterday, or right after that, I talked about teamwork and loyalty and camaraderie and sticking up for one another. Today, I want to talk about the skill that the Vancouver Canucks have and that they are showing. And really, it's kind of separating them from the Blues, who are also, I'm sure, equally as skilled, but I think the Canucks have had more of a chance to show it. And when you look at the 4 goals last night, it really speaks to how wonderfully skilled these players are. And maybe we haven't had this combination of skilled players since our 2011 run. And you could even argue, of course, the Sedins lead that pack, but you could argue that the Canucks are maybe even more skilled than that team. Maybe they don't have the same makeup. They don't have like an Alex Burrows right now. But when it comes to actual skill, it's been quite exquisite. You see it on the first goal when Bo Horvat scores that shorthanded goal, and he basically does the inside-out move twice on the same play. 2 days after he did that to Vince Dunn to score a goal. Now, I get it. It was 2 forwards who aren't used to having to play defense skating backwards. I get that, especially when you're on a power play. And I get that also. The reason why Horvat can do that move when he's coming down the right side as a left-hander is they have to respect his move to the inside, right? If he goes forehand and cuts through the middle, you never want to give up the middle of the ice. So I can see why you want to shade him to the outside, but for Horvat to fake inside and then do that quick cut outside to his backhand, it is a very skilled move. And not only to get past a defender once, but twice in the same play, leading to a goal, which was still a skillful shot to Binnington's blocker side, even though Binnington's not so good on the blocker side. I think I could score on Binnington on the blocker side, but regardless, a lot of skill by Horvat shown on that first goal. And I've watched that real time in slow motion so many times since last night. The second goal, that wonderful saucer pass from Pettersson to Pearson. Pettersson, it was perfect. It was just a couple inches off the ice, but enough to elude any sticks. And at the same time, it landed right as it got to Pearson. And that combination of the puck landing right on the ice and Pearson slapping it off the ice as it hits it, that obviously gives you the most impact, right? As opposed to if it was just stationary on the ice or if it was in midair. It was right when it hit the ice, and then Pearson's stick comes in and gives it the maximum impact, beating Binnington. So that was a very skilled play by Pettersson, that pass. A lot of skill there, and by Pearson to do that. I wish Pearson could have done that on the 2-on-1 with Bo, but that's another story. But that was a really, really skilled play by both Pettersson and Pearson. The third goal by Pettersson, knocking the puck out of midair. That is a lot of skill. We've seen Pettersson's awesome hand-eye coordination. In fact, I believe he knocked a puck out of the air in the neutral zone with a high stick to stop play earlier in the game, but that showed his hand-eye as well. Pettersson has amazing hand-eye coordination, and a few of his goals, not the majority, but a lot of his goals, a few of them at least, have been where the puck has been elevated and he's knocking out of the midair, battling through defensemen's legs and sticks and bodies past the goalie. So another wonderful skill shown by Pettersson on that third goal. And then, of course, the game-winning goal. Horvat showed great skill by skating and putting the puck by Binnington, but that was all started with Quinn Hughes, a wonderful skill play. That long, basically 75 to 90 foot stretch pass, bank pass off the boards, hitting Horvat in full stride when Hughes knew that it was about to get buried. So think about that. You have Tyler Bozak breathing in on you. You see Horvat cutting from the middle of the ice to the sideboards, and you see him skating fast behind the Blues D, and then you still have to get it off of the end boards right on a Horvat's stick with the perfect speed, with the perfect angle, and also avoiding the referee who's backpedaling towards the Canucks bench to get out of the way. It was an absolute perfect pass by Quinn Hughes. Again, an amazing show of skill. So that's really what stood out to me last night. Yeah, we can talk about the Canucks' determination, their grit, the goaltending, which takes a lot of skill too, obviously, and the way that they didn't, let the referees get in their head, and maybe they got the short end of the stick, so to speak, on a couple things. When the high stick on him wasn't called before the St. Louis second goal, and of course the non-high stick on the tying goal with 6 seconds left. So there's a lot of things that happened there, which was a little scary. Not scary, but which the Canucks had to fight through. So credit to them for doing so. But all those things are important. But what I really noticed was the Canucks' skill last night. Now, obviously, the St. Louis Blues have a lot of skilled players in Ryan O'Reilly, Tarasenko, Shen, Schwartz, Pietrangelo. There's a lot of skill on that side as well. But to me, last night, the Canucks skill really showed. And the cool thing is, when I talk about Horvat, Besser, actually, I didn't talk about Besser, but Pettersson and Hughes, talking about a lot of their young guys as the leaders in that skill department. So Canucks fans, that's really what I want to reflect on today is of the four goals, which one stood out to you? Maybe you'll say the Horvat one because the first one because of the two inside-out moves. But I thought all four goals showed a lot of skill by different players, showing different attributes of their game. And just talk to me overall. How are you feeling right now about the Canucks? Do you think we have this in the bag? I don't think we should be so naive to say that, but we should be excited. We're the team that's up 2-0 as opposed to down 2-0. St. Louis is going to win the next 4 out of 5. We know that that's doable. It's happened to us before, but you got to love the way the Canucks are playing with confidence, with toughness and determination, and with skill. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention. I meant to mention this off the top. Just did an interview with Josh Ray. Josh Reyes of the Avid Discussers podcast. They're a small but growing podcast, so I hope you guys support them. And we had a great chat for half an hour about all things Canucks and about my fandom as well, my parody songs. So look forward to that episode coming out later today. I'll make sure I share it. So make sure you give Josh a follow, not only to his podcast, but on Twitter as well, and show them some love. And that'll be awesome. Speaking of awesome, it's an awesome day. We're having some company over today, physically distanced, of course. And I look forward to a nice day of taking it easy before Game 3 tomorrow, Vancouver and St. Louis. Vancouver now the home team, so we'll see what that will bring. Leave a comment below. I want to read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.